singură viață, de ce să o pierdem cu detalii care nu-s necesare? Umplem iar pahare până la refuz, așa îmi vine și mă și amuz uneori. Avem o singură viață, de ce să o pierdem cu detalii care nu-s necesare? Umplem iar pahare până la refuz, așa îmi vine și mă și amuz uneori. Nu știu încă de unde am venit, ce caut aici. Plecam cu coada între picioare, acum mă scap de afiș. N-aveam răbdare să ascult deloc, acum tac. Și răspund după ce înțeleg ce-ai zis. Se simte timpul cum trece sau noi cum trecem prin timp. Trăiesc momentul de față ca să-mi creez amintiri. Țin de familie, de prieteni, de cine-i loial. Restul voia sorții, să mă cheamă propriu destin. Totuși te simt, o singură șansă avem cu sorii. Sipim focul deschis, e mult mai greu când ai un scop de atins. Te uiți pe lângă tine, vezi cine a supraviețuit. Câți din ei se luptă să trăiască cum ar trebui. O inimă mare, doi plămâni ca să respir. O inimă mare mă inspiră zi de zi. Fă din șansa ta un vis, fă din șansa ta un vis împlinit. Fiindcă avem o singură viață, de ce să o pierdem cu detalii care nu-s necesare? Umplem iar pahare până la refuz, așa îmi vine și mă și amuz uneori. Avem o singură viață, de ce să o pierdem cu detalii care nu-s necesare? Umplem iar pahare până la refuz, așa îmi vine și mă și amuz uneori. Ce ale, nu știu ce să aleg. Dar ce ale. Nu te teme de moarte că nu-ți mai trăiești viața. Pune zâmbetul pe față dimineața. Du-te, ia legume fresh, fă-și viața. Pune doar ce trebuie în trupul ăla ca un rasa. Niște mișcare ca să ungă carcasa. Binecuvântare nu e lumea prea razna. Alegerile noastre ne fac să simțim asta. Atât de multe drumuri eu, de alei. Dar ce ale.
Știi, avem o singură viață și
Nu
nu
știu
prea
ce să aleg.
merită să ne stresăm în fiecare zi pentru toate mizeriile.
Avem o singură viață, de ce să o pierdem cu detalii care nu-s necesare? Umplem iar pahare până la refuz, așa îmi vine și mă și amuz uneori. Avem o singură viață, de ce să o pierdem cu detalii care nu-s necesare? Umplem iar pahare până la refuz, așa îmi vine și mă și amuz uneori. One life. Learn it, love it, live it.
Hey. Hi and welcome everyone to another stream. Finally, FPL has just launched. Yeah, this was really short notice stream. Please let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me. I didn't have enough time to put all the work into my stream. Hi and welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Firstly, finally, FPL the game has launched. We have all the prices. We're going to take a look into the prices. I didn't have any time to see the prices yet, so I'm going to see them with you. And yeah, hopefully everything is working fine. We're going to move to the FPL app. Hi FPL Lisa, thank you so much for joining the stream, really appreciate it. And thank you so much for watching also my content, it really means a lot. I saw you watch my last video, so yeah, thank you so much, really appreciate it. Yeah, let's just move to the here, I think. Okay, now ignore my setup is not obviously it's with the deadline, with the information. Now the UI on the Fantasy Premier League web store changed a little bit, so I don't know exactly uh, what to do here. If you have any advice on how to put up the dark mode, I didn't find it. Didn't have enough time to do that. Uh, yeah, obviously, when the game just launched, um, I just uh, auto pick my team. So this is my auto pick. Let's see. Uh, so yeah, it's pretty bad. To be honest with you, don't start with the auto pick. One sec. So what do you think of the new layout? I mean, now it's in the left, I think. The team details, and yeah, to be honest with you, I'm not I didn't have enough time to set up the layout. As you can see here on the stream, it's not going to look amazing today, but I'm going to work on it. I think that we have the option for the dark mode, but I didn't find it yet. Why can't I get in? You should. Maybe a lot of people are trying to get in right now, and that's the thing. I think that my number is something like 30k, something like that. So yeah, I was on the car when the game launched, so didn't have enough time to get a nice double digit number. Um, so let me just see. I'm trying to I think that they implemented the mode, the dark mode, right? So I'm trying to do it. Is that your team? No, that is my auto team. So just started the stream, didn't have enough time. I didn't even see the prices for the players. Hi Fruward, hi Max Edits. Thank you so much for joining. This is an auto team, and obviously it's really bad now that I look at it. Also, guys, do you have any information about how to turn up the dark mode? Because this white color is annoying me a little bit. Not gonna lie. Let's move to transfers now. As I said before, the layout for my stream is not going to be amazing today, but I'm going to work on it to see. Where are the settings? I just don't understand the new layout. Now you have team badges. Interesting. It would have been nice for us to just have the possibility to pick an icon, right? So user profile, appearances, light, dark. Okay, so yeah. I don't know why it's not showing on the Fantasy Premier League page, the dark mode, but yeah, it is what it is. We're all learning together. Yeah, sorry, this was a short notice stream. I didn't know that the game is going to launch today, but yeah, sorry for the waiting. We're going to try to build a team also today. I really need to see, I'm really curious about the prices, but yeah, it's just really annoying. I'm trying to set up the dark mode on another browser. You can see it, but I just don't I just can't find it somehow. Oh yeah, okay, so if someone knows how to how to put up the dark mode, I'm going to do that. Then now let's see the team, the players. Now you're forced to choose your favorite team. Hi Jabati, thank you so much for joining, guys. Do you think Foden is worth a punt with him being only 8 millions and Bowen being an attacker? Yeah, so Bowen is going to be a forward this season. A little bit, it's a little bit of a put off, turn off for me. Let's just say it like that. Bowen was amazing. I mean, he's going to be great also as a forward, I think. But the problem is we will have at least a lot of forwards this season, I think. So I'm not sure how good Bowen is going to be as an FPL option. Hi, Florin. Um, can't pick none anymore. About Foden, we're going to talk a little bit, but yeah, I think that he's going to be better than he was last season. But to be honest with you, yeah, not sure. When you can buy someone like Wirtz from Liverpool, for an example, for 8.5 millions, I just think that he's going to be better than Foden. Maybe that's just my perception. I'm a Liverpool fan, so yeah, don't. Uh, Maybe I'm a little bit biased, but I just think that at that price with Wirtz, you're going to have more nailed minutes than Foden. Hi, Rob Taylor, thank you so much. What do you think of Richards, Crystal Palace? I don't know, man. I'm just watching the prices yet, so I'm going to try to. Now, you're going to learn with me on stream. I'm going to let you see the prices. Okay. I'm going to cut the second part for now. Okay, that's bad. So we can have a look at the prices. That's what I want to do. Okay. So now we're going to take a look at the prices and then we're going to try to build up a team. But yeah, hi chat Scott, thank you so much for joining, really appreciate it. Also guys, if you're here, if you joined the stream, please consider leaving a like, hit that subscribe button, it really helps me and I really appreciate it. What do you think of Richards? Okay, so let's just go there. To be honest with you, Rob Taylor, I don't know at the moment how it's going to be the backline for Crystal Palace. Someone like Lacroix could be good. Let's just go for. Let's see the midfielders first because I think that is going to be interesting. I doubt Wirtz will play full season. He was always injured for at least a month each season. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Debated. I mean, yeah, you can't predict when a player is going to get injured or something like that, but I think that he was injured for a big period of time. Then he came back from the injury and then he played a lot of games. So yeah, at the moment I think that he's going to get good minutes, but let's see how he's going to do in the preseasons. So yeah, Chad Scott, thank you so much for joining my first draft. Kelleher, Green, Virgil, Udogi, Wan-Bissaka, Tarkovsky, Gabriel, Zubimendi. Okay, Kudus, Wirst, Mbeumo, Palmer, Haaland, Beto, Strand Larsen. Yeah, I mean, it's your first draft, so probably it's going to change a lot. I'm not sure about the Manchester United players for the first game mix of the season, at least, because the games are just the pictures are just bad for Manchester United. So Mohamed Salah 14.5. I made a video for him. We knew about his price from this morning. Mbeumo 8 millions. I think that his price is not too high or something like that, but in these circumstances that he's going to play for Manchester United, probably, I don't know if the move is official, but he's going to be a Manchester United player probably by the end of the summer. The fixtures are really bad for Man United. That's the problem. I don't know if you can see them, but Nottingham Forest, Aston Villa, Sunderland is nice, Chelsea, Fulham. So yeah, the fixtures are not great. Cunha is also 8 millions. Bruno Fernandes 9 millions. Okay, I think that's a little bit expensive for Bruno Fernandes, to be honest with you. Again, they just bought Cunha. They bought Mbeumo. Yeah, Bruno Fernandes is going to remain on penalties probably, but I just think that it is a little bit expensive for him, to be honest with you. Luis Diaz 8 millions, Palmer 10.5. Again, now this is where it gets a little bit interesting, because I was really curious about the price for Cole Palmer. It is a little bit expensive. Now, obviously, you're going to get penalties, all the set pieces, all the good stuff. He's going to play 90 minutes probably every game. Chelsea are going to be better this season. But if you somehow need some cash, for example, let's just give an example. Wirtz is going to be 8.5. So that's 2 millions cheaper than Palmer. And yeah, with Wirtz, you're not going to get the penalties. You're not going to get all the set pieces now. But he's going to play for Liverpool. They are going to score a lot of goals. He's going to be pretty much involved, I think, in the Liverpool attack. So yeah, it could be a discussion there. Semenyo 7 millions. Semenyo could be an interesting one, because Bournemouth lost a lot of players this year, so we need to see how they are going to do. Rogers is a little bit expensive, 7 millions, to be honest with you. Murphy 6.5, Clivert 7. Okay, Gibbs White, Elanga, Trossard, Shade is really expensive, 7 millions. Now probably, yeah, he was an interesting pick because Mbeumo left and his minutes probably are going to get better this season, but 7 millions, it is some money, not going to lie. Trafford, Eina Tarkovsky, Cucurella, Kudus, Rogers, Foden, Salah, Solanke, João Pedro, Wood. Yeah, really nice. Sorry guys, I just want to see the prices. Sar and Eze. Sar is 1 million cheaper than Eze, which is going to tempt a lot of people. Yeah, so 6.5 and 7.5. Mitoma 6.5, really nice price for Mitoma. Enzo Fernandez 6.5. Where is Neto? Oh, I didn't put them by price. Okay, so Saka 10 millions. Wirtz, I think that is going to be an interesting option. Not necessary from the start, but yeah. Marmoush 8.5. So Marmoush is the same price as Wirtz. Now these players are similar somehow. Obviously Wirtz is a more creative player than Marmoush, but we need to see. Son 8.5 also. Yeah, Luis Diaz, we need to see if he's going to stay. Gakpo, I think that at some point could become an option. Let's see what Liverpool are going to buy also. Kudus is 6.5. Yeah, that's a nice price for Kudus. Martinelli 7 millions. Neto 7 millions also, so he's a little bit more expensive than Enzo. Yeah, okay. Rodrigo 6.5. Cherky 6.5. Yeah, really good price for Manchester City attacker. If he's going to get good minutes, that's great. Okay, we're going to see Zubimendi 5.5. Okay. Okay, so from 4.5, I don't know how many options we're going to have. Yeah. Probably not a lot. Okay, let's see the defenders, because I'm really interested about how they price the defenders. So 6 millions is the most expensive defender. Gabriel, Saliba, Cucurella also 6. Okay, so he's expensive. Frimpong, Kerkez, Robertson 6. Okay, I think that Robertson is going to be not in a lot of teams. Van Dijk, Enurik, Vardiol. So all of these defenders are priced at 6. Fair enough. I mean, besides Robertson, I don't know why they price him at 6 millions, because nobody is going to buy Robertson instead of someone like Enury or Guardiol, I don't know, or Virgil van Dijk. James 5.5, Munoz 5.5, Tarkovsky 5.5. Okay, so they increased the prices for defenders, because if you don't know already, there's a new metric in FPL, a new way of getting points. That's defensive contributions. So yeah, they increased the prices for these defenders who have the potential of getting a lot of CBITs, I think. So yeah, a lot of defensive interceptions, clearances, tackles, and all that stuff. Ruben Diaz 5.5, Milenkovic 5.5. So we're going to have a lot of 5.5 defenders, I think. Zabarny 5 millions, Lacroix 5 millions, Mikolenko is 5 millions. Okay. Does Kivior play regularly for Arsenal? 5.5 seems very expensive. Yeah, I mean, usually he's not going to play for Arsenal, so they are going to play Gabriel and Saliba. So yeah, I don't know exactly how what they thought about giving Kivior such an expensive price. Also Mikolenko 5 millions. Yeah, surely. Bradley 5 millions. Now this is going to be interested if somehow Bradley is going to be first choice, although I doubt it. 5 millions could be a mockery of that price. O'Reilly also 5 millions from Manchester City. Livramento. Nico Williams is going to be an interesting option at 5 millions, considering that he's also making a lot of ball recoveries, interceptions. Konsa is 4.5. This I saw on Twitter. He's going to be a decent option considering the new metric in FPL, and he's going to be nailed, and the fixtures for Aston Villa are going to be decent. So he has good chances of being in my first draft, I think. The Kuiper also, 4.5 millions, could be an interesting option from Brighton at some point at least. Okay, yeah. The defenders from Manchester United are really cheap, to be honest with you. We need to see who's going to be nailed. But yeah, so from Crystal Palace we have Richard. Now, he played 22 games last season. Now, if he's going to be nailed, if they're not going to buy any more defenders, then yeah, sure. I think that he could become an option. Also, guys, if you didn't join my team, I just created a league. If you want to join, the code is in the description. Also, the auto link if you want to join my FPL league. I think that I'm going to give a prize for the winner, something like that, symbolic. But at the moment, I don't know what that's going to be. Maybe a cup or something like that. Yeah, let's see the goalkeepers real quick. So 5.5 is Raya, Pickford, Alisson, and Ederson. Fair enough. I think that Pickford is a little bit overpriced, to be honest with you. I mean, not overpriced. He was the top scoring defender in the last 2 seasons of FPL, but yeah, if I have the choice of buying a goalkeeper from Arsenal, then from Everton, I might as well just take that chance. Martinez, 5 million. Trafford, 5 million. He could be an interesting one if he's going to transfer to Manchester City or something like that. Henderson, 5 million. Okay. Who's 4.5? Let's see. So Arrizabalaga, but he's from Arsenal, so yeah, not really interested. Petrovic could be an interesting one. Kelleher obviously 4.5. Mamardashvili is going to be 4.5, although I'm not sure about his nailedness, let's say like that. I really like Diouf from West Ham. That guy is a crossing machine. Yeah, we need to see. We need to see. Areola 4.5. Okay, and let's see the strikers, and then let's move to the Haaland. 40 millions. I made a video this morning about his price. I think that he is a little bit overpriced. Definitely it's not going to be easy. If you wanted to have both Haaland and Mohamed Salah in your draft, I guaranteed you it's not going to be easy, and also to have a pretty decent team, also a balanced team. Bone 8 millions, Watkins 9 millions, and Isak we know 10.5. So I think that they nailed the prices here. Now Bowen, yeah, he played as a striker last season for a lot of time, so I understand why they made that change. Now it is a little bit more not appealing for me now that he's a striker, because not because he's not going to get a lot of goals and assists. Probably he's going to be on penalties, but probably also he's not going to play as a striker all the time. So yeah, Wood 7.5, Solanke 7.5. João Pedro could be an interesting one. Wisa, if he's going to stay at Brentford, could be an interesting option. Havertz is pretty cheap if he's going to get good minutes. Welbeck 6.5, Delap 6.5. So yeah, Strand Larsen 6.5. It looks like this season we don't have a lot of. You just see a player, a really cheap player, and yeah, I really want him in my team. I just look at the prices first time right now, and I'm just thinking that all the players are not all of them are expensive, but they are not cheap, surely. Because if we go here under 5.5 millions, yeah, I don't really want any attacker from these teams. Now Eduard is 5 millions. If somehow he could, Bamford is back in the Premier League. And that's it, I think. Rasmus Højlund added to your team. Yeah, I think I need to take a break. Yeah. Okay, let's try to put it back now. Okay. Sorry, just a second. I'm trying my best here. Okay. It's not looking amazing, but for the first stream, I think that's okay. Now, what's the code for the league? You have it also on the screen here, I think, but it's also in the description, and you have also a link. If you click that link, you're going to be automatically um, enter my team. So yeah, guys, if you want to join my league, you have the code in the description of this live stream, I think, right? Yeah, XRS4TU. So that's the code. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Consider leaving a like if you enjoyed it. Now let's try to build a team. Now I'm not going to think too much about this. All players here. Also, guys, if you know how to set up the dark mode, please let me know, because yeah, I didn't have enough time to do that. Let's just put Kelleher here. And then, yeah, if you look at the goalkeepers, yeah, usually I start my season with a 4.5 goalkeeper. So yeah, it's nothing set up or something like that. But for now, let's just make a draft. I'm going to buy this goalkeeper from Sunderland. And then, okay, Luis Diaz, we need to see if he's going to stay here. Okay, I'm trying to work this new setup. So Mohamed Salah, first name in my team. Okay, let's put Konsa here. Let's put Palmer first, but yeah, obviously I need to see if he's going to make my team. In attack, I have Watkins. Okay, so I think that he's going to stay at the moment. Let's just put someone like Solanke. We're going to try to make a draft and then we can change it a little bit to see. So Frimpong was here in my auto pick team. Maybe they are suggesting I should pick him. Now I would love to pick Frimpong, don't get me wrong. So let's see. Midfielders. Now obviously we need to see if Gyökeres is also going to join Arsenal, because he could be a nice option. Okay, so defenders. Let's put here Ainury. Let's put Munoz, although the fixture is not great. So Tarkovsky, 5.5 millions. Yeah, to be honest with you, if he was 5 or something like that, I would be all over Tarkovsky probably, but yeah, at this stage, I'm not so sure. Although a defender from Everton could be nice to have, not going to lie. Yeah, I think that I'm going to let that 4 million defender on the team at the moment. Yeah, let's see. Mbeumo probably is not going to make my team, just because the fixtures are really bad for Manchester United, and I just think that Mbeumo is not going to be that good for Manchester United. Not because he's a bad player, I really like him as a player. I think that's a fantastic transfer for Manchester United. I just think that he scored a lot of penalties last season, and I don't know. In Manchester United, you have a lot of competition there. I mean, the goals I think that are going to be shared a little bit, and I just can't see Mbeumo scoring 20 goals for Manchester United like he did last season, something like that. So, yeah. Now, the fixtures for Bournemouth are decent, but they are playing Liverpool at home. First gaming, that's not great. Let's take Gordon out. So someone like Rodri could benefit from the new rule. At 6.5 millions, he could be an option somehow. Uh, but yeah, Kudus also is 6.5. I think that he has a nice price. Now with this team, I have 1.5 millions in the bank, and I have Watkins, Mohamed Salah, Palmer, and Solanke. Obviously, I don't have Haaland. Now, at the moment, my perception is that you can have both Haaland and Mohamed Salah because it's going to be really tough. You also want to have a good team, and if I was to pick right now one or the other, I think that I'm going to start with Mohamed Salah, to be honest with you. But obviously, that could change. Um, so yeah. Now I have also Minte, Shade here. Uh, I need to see. Njaye from Everton could be an option at 6.5 millions. The fixtures are decent for Everton. Um, and forwards. Obviously, you could start with someone like Wood or Solanke. I don't think that's a big difference. Here, Solanke could be João Pedro if he's going to get decent minutes. Wissa, I'm not sure. Havertz, I'm not sure. Bowen, probably not at the moment. Welbeck could be an option. If you want to play with three strikers, he could be also a decent one. Strand Larsen at some point. But yeah, the strikers, although we're going to have some strikers, they are pretty much expensive. We don't have a lot of good cheap strikers, so I think that I'm going to put all my money, more money into my midfield than in attack. And what I could also do here, if I just want to go with Ainery or something like that, I could buy someone like Wirtz, I think, here at 8.5 millions. Um, if I don't want Munoz, I could also buy someone like Wan Bissaka. If we go to West Ham, because they're going to play against Sunderland, if I remember correctly. Wan Bissaka is 4.5. You don't see it, but I see it here. Diouf 4.5. So all the defenders pretty much from West Ham are 4.5 millions. With this draft, I have also 1 million in the bank. Let's make the transfers. Whoops. Okay, so I'm out, I guess. Oh no, my team didn't save. Great. See what it looks like if you swap Watkins out and try Solanke, Wood, João Pedro. I'm not convinced at the moment about João Pedro. Okay, let's try to build it again. So, let's say Ainery. Let's say Wan Bissaka here. Okay. Yeah, I have to. Okay. Yeah, I don't know who was here. Let's just put Kelleher here. And Kinski, let's say. With this I have 3 millions. So yeah, I don't have enough. We sell Frimpong to Konsa. Let's say, yeah, I don't have a lot of money with this option. It was Kudus, yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I added here wood, I don't have the money for Wirtz, but I have for another 6.5 midfielder. Okay. Let's say let's say Enzo for now. But I have 3 players from Chelsea, so yeah. So okay. I did it. I made the transfers. Hopefully it's not for a hit, right? Try put Solanke for Watkins. Um, yeah, I can do that. What's the ID you got? I think that 330,000, something like that, because I was driving when the game launched. I just stopped a little bit and then I saw the game launched. I just put auto pick already, and yeah, but yeah, my ID is not great. It is what it is. It doesn't matter that much, right? Okay, so with this team, we would play something like that, game week 1. With Watkins obviously here instead of, I don't know, instead of Minte. So this is roughly my first draft. Probably is not going to stay. I need to see if Ainery, to be honest with you, is going to be worth it. But yeah, if I put Solanke here instead of Watkins, I still won't have the money to buy Wirtz. Wirtz, sorry. I think that Wirtz is the pronunciation, but I'm not sure um I wanna have Wirtz from the start, to be honest with you, because the first 3 games for Liverpool are tricky, and I'm a Liverpool fan. I really want Wirtz to do well and to have him in my team, but if I can just buy him from game week 4, maybe that's the best option. Uh, I'm not sure about Palmer either at the moment. I just think that he could be a good option, but he's a little bit expensive. I'm not going to lie. Now that I see his price, he's expensive. He's more expensive than Bukayo Saka. Uh, Bruno Fernandes is 9 millions also. I don't know. I just think that the price for Bruno Fernandes is a little bit uh, too high. What do you think about Foden? If Foden is going to get good minutes, he could be a really nice option at that price, 8 millions. At the moment, as I said before, my opinion is just that Wirtz is going to be more nailed than Foden, and for 0.5 millions more, I would just go for Wirtz, I think, at this point. Uh, but yeah, let's see how Foden is going to start. But Manchester City have so many midfielders. They just bought Cherky. Obviously, they're going to play with Roddy and Reinders as defensive midfielders probably. Yeah, but I also expect Foden to be a little bit better than he was last season. So yeah, if he's going to get good minutes, he could be a nice option. Like always with Foden, that was the case. He was also an amazing FPL option when he was playing. Uh, and yeah, I could afford this team with Foden. What I could do here, I could just buy Munoz, because we know that Munoz is also making some defensive contributions, maybe more than Enury, and like that I could have Wirtz. Now again, this is roughly just my first draft. I'm just seeing the prices right now. Just like you, it's the first time I see them, so a lot of things are going to change. Obviously, it's not great to have Munoz playing against Chelsea away in the first game week of the season, so I need to think a little bit more. Now, seeing the prices, I think that it is a nice price for Kudus. So yeah, who pointed me out about Kudus was right. I think that it's really interesting because at 6.5 there aren't a lot of good midfielders, and they're playing Burnley in game week 1 at home. Now again, Kudus wasn't the most explosive player in when he was playing at West Ham last season, so he's not that type of player who's getting a lot of chances, but he's a good player, we know that. So at 6.5 we have Murphy, Iwobi, Ismail Assar from Crystal Palace, that but the fixtures are not amazing. They're playing Sunderland and West Ham, to be honest, in game week 4 and 5. That's decent. Sar could also be an option at that price. Mitoma 6.5, Soboslai, Enzo Fernandez also. But yeah, Ahmad also is a midfielder still in FPL, so he didn't have his position changed. 6.5, with that fixtures a little bit expensive in my opinion. Rice 6.5, so we need to see how this new system is going to work. But yeah, Njae 6.5 from Everton. Yeah, there aren't a lot of good midfielders at that price, to be honest with you. Let's say 5.5. So you have Norgard, who's going to play from Arsenal, could be an interesting option at some point. Caicedo is 5.5, so Caicedo is really cheap. If you need cash, he could be an option this season with this new system. Gravenberg also 5.5, another interesting one. Baleba from Brighton, 6 millions. But other than that, not a lot of good midfielders. Nwaneri from Arsenal, 5.5, but they just bought Madueke. Yeah, his minutes are not going to be nailed at this point at least. Ahmad is gonna play a wing back, so defensive contributions too. He looks like a good pick to me. Yeah, good point. Good point that probably is going to make more defensive contribution, but I'm not sure how many. And for me, although even if he was to be amazing, the fixtures are not there for Manchester United from my point of view for the first game of the season at least, because for sure someone like Cunha, Mbeumo, and Ahmad could become interesting options at some point. I just think that Bruno Fernandes is a little bit too expensive at 9 millions. I don't know. I think that he's going to have a deeper role this season. So yeah, I don't know if he's worth the risk. But do you have any advice? I really like Pedro, but he's a minutes risk. Yeah, with Pedro, he played amazingly for Chelsea for in the last 2 games, I think, something like that. The thing is, it's not the minute risk, as you said before. They have Delap, they have Jackson, but probably Jackson is going to go from Chelsea because I just can't see them having 3 strikers. And surely Delap is going to get some minutes. Yeah, I don't know. We know that Joao Pedro can play also as an offensive midfielder. Maybe that boosts a little bit his chances of getting more minutes. Maybe when Delap is going to be on the pitch, Joao Pedro is going to drop a little bit as a number 10 or as a false 9, something like that. But surely I have him in my team at the moment, as you can see in my draft, but I'm not so sure about him. Solanke definitely uh, a more nailed. Now, with the defenders, I find it a little bit hard to pick because obviously I would love to have someone like Frimpong, Ainuri, Gvardiol, maybe Cucurella. So yeah, we need to see how we can afford all of them. But yeah, for an example, Minte is 6 millions. I don't think that's cheap. I don't think that's too expensive also. But yeah, also, guys, if you enjoyed the stream, please consider leaving a like, hit that subscribe button if you're new around here. It really helps me, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for turning up. This is a short stream. I'm going to work it. It's going to be better. This is just the first stream for this season, and didn't have enough time set it up properly, to be honest with you. So yeah. Also, join my FPL League if you want. The code is in the description of this live. There you have also an auto link if you want to join. But yeah. How about trying a team with both Haaland and Salah? Yeah, I could do that on the stream. But it's not going to be really easy. So, all players. Let's put here someone like Caicedo. Someone like Evan Nilsson maybe. Definitely I'm not going to be able to have Wirtz. Yeah. 4 million. Let's just put him here. How about okay? I mean, you can make a team with both of them, but the thing is, let's find a midfielder. So Mbeumo, Luis Diaz, Rogers. Someone like Cliver could be an interesting option at some point. Let's say Gakpo, for an example, as a 7 point price. Okay. Let's put Rodri here as a 6.5 midfielder. Try to see if we can afford it. And also, we can do 4.5 defender, but you see, I just don't really like to have Caicedo and Rodrigo in my team. Now, yeah, we need to, because you're also going to have just 4.5 million defenders, so yeah, it's not amazing. Let's see here. So let's say someone like Coyote from Brentford could be a decent option at some point. So this is a draft. This is me trying to make a draft to with Haaland and Mohamed Salah. I don't think that is going to be great, but we're going to try to do it. So 5.5 Ryan Deers, and then maybe we can buy someone like Sar here, something like that. Now, obviously, yeah, the fixtures are bad. Let's find another one. 6.5 midfielder. Hey, 6.5. Thank you, Chad, for the help. Okay, let's put Njae because the fixtures are great. Or maybe someone like Cherky, if he's going to get good minutes, could be a nice option. If you're up for the punts, obviously, this is not a team for everyone. Hi, Ali Mudasser. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Really appreciated. I have a great Haaland, Salah, Haaland, Palmer, and Wirtz draft. Okay. yeah, you can tell me what's different to this because I have Palmer, Salah, and Haaland. Uh, Now I have Solanke also. So it is okay. Now again, you have just 4.5 million defenders and the 4 million defenders. So yeah, if you're not into expensive defenders, that's great. Maybe defenders are not going to be that good this season. Uh, I remember those glory 2021-22 Leeds days. I'm gonna try Bamford and Harrison at some point. Haha. Yeah, I mean Bamford was amazing, but also Stuart Dallas from Leeds was an amazing defender slash midfielder. Yeah, he was just great. Okay, so I have 0 millions in the bank with this draft. You have Salah, Palmer, and Haaland. Now, obviously, if you want to balance it a little bit, you could just go for another midfielder. You can go for, I don't know, Cunha if you want. But Cunha, I mean, it doesn't really make a... Yeah, let's say Cunha, okay? And then upgrade someone like these two, I don't know. Let's put also Guardiol here. We have also 1 million to play here. You can upgrade the Cherky if you want. 7.5. Here you're going to have some decent options. For an example, Eze, Gakpo, Gordon could be a nice option. Okay, so yeah, you can do that with this is without Palmer, obviously, but you have Haaland and Salah. Solanke can be Wood, can be João Pedro if you want. You're going to play pretty much reindeers every game week, which is not great. But if you think that he's going to have some attacking potential, he could be a nice option. 16 people, thank you so much for joining the stream. Give a like if you're new around here. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed this content. It really means a lot, and I thank you a lot. Kelleher, Balcombe, Wan-Bissaka, Nico Williams, Udogi, Konsa, Twanzebe, Kudu, Salah, Palmer, Wirtz, Onana, Caicedo was 5. Too expensive at times. Beto, Haaland, Barnes. Okay, so you have Barnes and Beto. Yeah. If you don't, obviously you don't want to play Beto and Barnes every game week, right? So yeah, it could be a nice option. Now again, I'm just not sure if we need to buy Wirtz from game week 1. Maybe just give it 2-3 games to see how he's going to adapt, and then the fixtures are going to get even better for Liverpool. Try Adringa. Good point. I didn't saw the price for him. So 5.5 millions. Okay, so we have... I really like him as a player in general. So yeah, he's going to play for Sunderland, but Adingra is a nice option. Yeah, he was in my first draft also. I made 1 week ago, something like that. Bruno Mbeumo as number 8 and Cunha as number 9 with a midfield signing. United will be good to go. Yeah, I think that Bruno is going to have a much deeper role this season because they have a lot of good forward, good. They made a lot of good transfers in the forward line. Mbeumo, Cunha. So yeah, United look better. I just can't see them being that bad like they were last season. But again, the fixtures are not amazing at the moment. Hey Dennis, how you doing? Hi Abednego Padayashi. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Really appreciated. Um, yeah, I just started the stream. I'm not prepared for the stream. Sorry for the layouts. It's not. I know it's not amazing, but it's going to get a little bit better. The game just launched, and I had to try to make a stream to see the prices. So yeah, this is just my first draft. Obviously, now I'm trying to make a draft with both Salah, Mohamed Salah and Erling Haaland, but at the moment, I think that I prefer a draft with just Mohamed Salah, but let's see what's going to happen. United are gonna be poor this season, no real striker. People are only saying United players because of their past or supporting them. Pick serious players. Yeah, I mean, I think that they are going to do better than last season, to be honest with you, Max Edits. But again, I understand the fixtures are really bad for United. If the fixtures were a little bit better, one of Mbeumo, Cunha could find a way maybe into my team if they were playing something like West Ham, Sunderland, Leeds in the first three games of the season. So don't get me wrong. But again, that's true. Cunha and Mbeumo were two of the most the top overperformers last season. What does mean? What does that mean? Is that they scored more goals than they were expected to do because their XG wasn't amazing last season, but they scored a lot of goals from a tougher situation. Let's say it like that. Real Madrid won a Champions League without a striker. Yeah, let's see. Maybe United are going to buy a striker till the end of the summer. Who knows? If not, Cunha can play as a striker for sure. So it's not a problem. But again, don't don't fight, guys. It's just a draft. Cunha here could be any player you want. They were great last season, Mbeumo and Cunha. Personally, I think that Mbeumo is not going to score as many points like he scored last season from Brentford, and though there are different reasons for that. At Brentford, Mbeumo was the main man. Now here at Manchester United, he's not going to be the main man. He's not going to be on penalties. He's not going to be on all the set pieces at least. And yeah, United have more good players than Brentford. So the points are going to be shared a little bit. Now look at the players Real Madrid had around them. Yeah. Leave a like, guys, to the stream if you're enjoying it. So yeah. Okay. So I guess you can make a draft with both Haaland and Mohamed Salah, but yeah, you don't. You have also Guardiol here, so you can do that. Here is Mbeumo with the Brentford t-shirt, so if he's going to stay somehow at Brentford, he could be a nice option here. Okay, so yeah, let's imagine he's going to be at Brentford. Now this is a draft. You're going to play 3-5-2 most weeks. I mean, you're not going to play your 4.5 attacker. If you want, you can upgrade here your striker. If you want a bench boost game week 1, there are going to be a lot of strategies for this season because, as you may know, guys, we're going to have double the chips. So what's your opinion on that? Personally, I don't like the idea. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I think that there are too many chips, but at the same time, I think that is going to increase the fun a little bit. It's going to be more chaotic. It's going to be tougher to plan on what to do with your chips. So yeah, overall, I mean, the rule I don't really like the most is that you're going to get 5 free transfers before the African Cup of Nations. I just don't think that it was necessary because there are really few players who are going to play in the African Cup of Nations. One of them obviously is Mohamed Salah, but you can plan for it. And again, if you were an active FPL manager, you would plan to not have any problems when the African Cup of Nations is going to be. So yeah. But at the same time, that opens up more possibilities for us. So we're going to play the game differently now because, for an example, now before game week 16, I'm just going to try to make all my transfers. We're going to try to be more offensive a little bit to make some punts, because after that you're going to have 5 free transfers. So those there are also good things to come out of this rule. Don't get me wrong, but overall I just don't think that it was needed. Not a big fan of double chips and 5 transfers for AFCON going to be easy for casuals. Yeah, I think that's the same, but yeah, we just need to remember that this game, those rule changes are made also for all the people who are not so involved into the games. And for those, having more chips is great, having more transfers is great. They're going to have more fun. They don't need to follow all the games, they don't need to know all the things. So yeah, again, it is what it is. We're still going to play the game, right? So who is that the Kuiper guy? uh, to be honest with you, I just know that he's a really attacking fullback. Brighton sign. Now I'm not sure if he's going to be nailed or something like that. I just bought him. I just put him here because he's a 4.5 million defender, and I think that the price could be really great for him. Now, if we go, let me just see on transfer market. I know that he's from from Belgium, if I'm not wrong. From Club Bruges. Yeah, okay. So, last season, if I'm not wrong, he got 12 goals in the Belgian league and 18 assists. Now, again, probably that's not going to happen at Brighton. I just know that he's a really attacking defender, and that's why he is there. But again, I need to see if he's going to be nailed or something like that. Saka versus Palmer. I think that Palmer has the better fixtures to start the season, so I would go for Palmer. But at some point, Saka, yeah, he's cheaper than Palmer, at least. Not a big difference, but yeah. Now, as you can see here, I don't have any Arsenal players. That doesn't mean I'm not going to have anyone by game week 1. I just think that the fixtures also for Arsenal are not something amazing, but they are going to play Leeds. And having an Arsenal attacker could come into play at some point. If they are going to buy Gyökeres from Sporting, he is going to be a tempting option considering his record in the Portuguese league. Now we need to see what he's going to do in the Premier League, but also Bukayo Saka. So if Gyökeres is going to be something like 9 millions or something like that, like Watkins, he could be a nice option. And also, we don't know if maybe there is a chance he's going to be on penalties. We know that Saka is the penalty taker for Arsenal, but we also know that he's giving a lot of penalties away to his teammates. So yeah, if you are building a team for game week 1 bench boost, which player will you pick? Now that's a little bit harder. Let's go here back. Is Kelleher the best 4.5 million keeper? Goosey. What's the camera you use? It's really clean and cool. I mean, that's funny because it's just a Logitech or something like that. See, let me just check. C922 Pro Stream camera. So it's not something expensive or something like that, but yeah, hopefully it's working fine. So is Kelleher the best 4.5 million keeper? I mean, it's tough to say at the moment. I just put him there because I know him from Liverpool. I know that he's a great keeper in general. Now Brentford are not necessarily the best defense in the Premier League, but I need to see the other goalkeepers. I just think that Pickford is a little bit overpriced. Wirtz won't take pens, so it's putting me off a bit. So if I don't go for him, who's a good alternative who will take nailed on penalties? I mean, there aren't a lot of nailed midfielders on penalties, to be honest with you. And also, Flippication, thank you so much for joining the stream. I really appreciate it. 16 people, really happy to see you here, guys, so early. Also, consider leaving a like, hit that subscribe button if you're new around here. If you want to support the channel, that means a lot to me. And also, don't forget to join my league. The link is in the description, and also there you're going to find the code. So, you want a midfielder who's on penalties, right? uh, Max edits. Now Cliver probably is the best thing that comes to my mind right now. Cliver 7 millions on penalties for Bournemouth. After that you have Bruno Fernandes, but he's 9 million, so yeah, no, not great. Son 8.5, but he's the same price as Wirtz. Eze could take penalties, 7.5. If Mbeumo stayed, he would be a good option for Pence as well. Yeah, Mbeumo would be a great option if he stayed at Brentford. We need to see who's going to take penalties for Brentford at the moment, because nobody comes to my mind at the moment. Could be Wissa, could be Shade. So yeah, I think that these are the penalty takers. There aren't a lot of penalty takers cheaper than that. I mean, Rodri maybe, but yeah, no, Haaland is going to take them for sure. If Arsenal takes Gyökeres, Saka won't even take penalties. It's gonna be difficult to pick him above Palmer. Yeah, if he's not going to be on penalties, I think that not that he's going to be a bad FPL option, Bukayo Saka, but I just think that Gyökeres is going to be better than him if he's also on penalties, also the number 9. So yeah. For me at the moment, it is a question about Palmer versus Wirtz, because one is a lot more cheaper than the other, and I just think that their playing style is a little bit similar. Now the only downside to Wirtz is that he's not on penalties and set pieces. Wissa is likely to leave. I have heard it will be Igor Thiago. If he stays fit, keep an eye on him. He's cheap as well. Yeah, probably. Yeah, there were some rumors about Wissa, but at the moment it's nothing official. Look at his stats for Club Bruges. Yeah, I'm going to take a look now for Abedinho. Let's try to make a bench boost team for game week 1. So you're going to need another goalkeeper. Let's see what we have at 4.5. So Petrovic for Bournemouth, but they're going to play Liverpool, not great. Brighton are going to play Fulham, so Verbruggen could be an option. Yeah, I'm just going to put here Verbruggen. If you want to use your bench boost, you need to have 2 playing goalkeepers. Who will be a better attacking defender for Liverpool between Kerkez or Frimpong? Now, I think that Frimpong usually is a better attacking defender. But again, we need to take all the things into consideration. We need to see how nailed these guys are going to be, because the problem with Kerkez and Frimpong, they have competition with Bradley and Robertson. I just don't think that Robertson is going to be on the bench all the season. The same goes with Bradley. So that's the problem. But with Frimpong, at least when Mohamed Salah is going to go to the African Cup of Nations, there are chances Frimpong could play as a right winger. So that's... I would love to have Frimpong in my FPL team, but if Kerkez is going to be more nailed, then yeah, he is going to be better. Will Szoboszlai start? That's really tough. I'm really curious to see how Liverpool are going to play, because yesterday Liverpool played a secretly game against Stoke City, and Szoboszlai played right back. And also Wirtz plays a number 10. So I think that Szoboszlai surely he's going to play, but I think that they are going to rotate a little bit in midfield, Liverpool, and I'm just not sure if they are going to play the same midfield every game week. Because Gravenberg surely is going to play, McAllister, Szoboszlai and Wirtz. You have 4 players fighting for 3 positions, and this is even without taking into consideration Curtis Jones, Elliott if he's going to remain. So uh, yeah, for FPL I don't think that Soboslai is going to be an option, at least now. How about Man City players? Who is the good option? Hi Oala group, thank you so much for joining the stream, really appreciate it. If you're new around here, please consider leaving a like, hit that subscribe button. So from Manchester City, defender, if you're asking me defenders, Enric Vardiol probably are going to be the best options. Haaland obviously, Marmoush could be a nice option. And other than that, we need to see how this new metric is going to work. If Rodri and Reinders are going to be options at some point, we need to see. Because at the moment, I'm not so sure about that. Cherky, Foden, pretty much any player who's going to be nailed for Manchester City is going to be a great option in FPL, but yeah. Uh, uh, uh. Okay, so first game, I could go for someone like Udogi if you wanna use your bench boost in game week 1, 4.5. Then in midfield, let's see the fixtures a little bit. Omari Hutchinson has been linked with Brentford. He be a good alternative to Minte if he joins? Yeah, I saw that. I probably he is a replacement for Mbeumo, right? So he could be a nice option. Okay, so bench boost game week 1. If you're just talking about bench boost, then let's try to do something here different. So you're going to want to have 3 players from Spurs. I suppose that you're going to use your wildcard sooner rather than later if you're going to use your bench boost. Probably here I would go something like, so Leeds Everton. You could go even for Bowen if you want in game week 1 rather than João Pedro. Or you can have João Pedro instead of Wood, however you prefer here. Aaron Wan-Bissaka probably here, something like that. At least an okay, I have Wan-Bissaka, sorry. Maybe someone like Tarkovsky if you have the money. Alisson, Kerkez, Virgil van Dijk, Konate, Frimpong, McAllister, Gravenberch, Soboslai, Wirtz, Gakpo, Salah in a 4-4-2 setup look cool. I mean, yeah, but they also bought Ekitike, so I think that, yeah, to be honest, at the moment, I'm not sure how Liverpool are going to line up, but I think that they paid almost 100 millions for Ekitike, and I think that he's going to be integrated in the team. So, yeah, we need to see how that's going to work. Okay, so you have decent. Now, if the Kuiper is going to play, you can have him in this draft, or you can have, I don't know, maybe not Konsa here. You could go for someone like Nico Williams here. Pedro and Wood or Watkins and Beto. For me, I think that Watkins and Beto. Now I'm not sure if Beto is going to be on penalties for Everton, and I like that Wood is on penalties for Nottingham Forest, but I don't know. I just think that Pedro is going to be a minutes risk, and with Wood, I don't really like him as a player, to be honest with you. But I know that he can be a great FPL option. I just think that Nottingham Forest are not going to be the same this season like they were last season. So I would say Watkins and Beto right now. Now this is a pretty nice team for gaming one, if you ask me. But pretty much this is something like a free more than bench boost. So sorry if you wanted something else. But something like that, it would look like. If you wanna add someone like Zubimendi or Caicedo here, probably Caicedo. We have also 0.5 millions in the bank. Please, can you look at 5.5 million attackers, strikers, you mean? I mean, you have Beto, Nketiah, he's going to be an option if Mateta is going to leave. Muniz could be an option. Uh, Other than that, I'm not so sure. Amdouni maybe, but he's playing for Burnley, so yeah, I'm not so sure. Bangford maybe is going to start. Barnes, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be an option, but obviously, if you want a player on the bench, he could be a decent one if he's going to play. I need to make some research, to be honest with you, on the how much these players played in the championship, because to be honest with you, I'm not sure at the moment. I know that. Hi, Emil's Lego. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Really appreciate it. Do you know how to make uh, an FPL league? Yeah, sure. Also, you can join my FPL League if you want. The code is in the description, but I don't know if you can see here. Here up front on the side, you have the buttons: home, pick team, transfers. You go to leagues and cups, and then you go here to create and join new leagues. And here you can create your league. Now, if we are here, this is my league. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. Okay, no problem. You can see it on the screen. Thanks, Dennis. Looking close to what I was going to pick, just got to mix and match. Now, no problem, Nigo Padayashi. Thank you so much for joining and being here involved on the stream. Now, forget me, but it's the first time I'm seeing the prices. So this draft, as you can see here on the screen, is just my first draft. Uh, I'm sure that it's not going to remain the same. I'm going to upload a video, but I need to do some research first to see exactly what players I want. And yeah, please consider leaving a like if you enjoy this stream. Hit that subscribe button if you're new around here. I just see that YouTube has a new feature here, top fans. Okay, so it's giving you experience for the comments, I think. Okay, interesting. Do you know how to do it on mobile? It's slightly different. Yeah, just a second to see. I mean, I don't know how to put on dark mode on the browser, so don't expect too much. Yeah, on the mobile, you just go to fantasy, you go down a little bit, and then configure leagues, I think. But it's working really bad on my phone at least. but should be there. The assist points looking better this season with the new rule. Yeah, that's amazing. They finally fixed the assist rule. Do you think Lewis Kelly is good or minutes risk, or would you go Munoz or Eina? At the moment, I would go Munoz or Eina. Uh, yeah, Arsenal have a lot of defenders, to be honest with you. They also signed some center backs this summer. Gabriel, Saliba, definitely they're going to play. They have White, they have Calafiori, they have Timber. All those players can play at left back. And although I rate Lewis Kelly and I think that he's a great player, I'm not sure how nailed he's going to be. So there, Emil's leg. There are those buttons, but maybe the app is not working properly at the moment. Maybe we need to update it a little bit. But there are the buttons: join leagues and configure leagues. So there should it be. Thank you so much also for joining the stream. So yeah, if you guys have anything left to discuss, if not, I think that's okay for today. Honestly, yeah, I need to figure it out a lot for my future streams. I need to see how to put on the dark mode on the browser because yeah, a lot of white here on my in my eyes. So yeah. Yeah, I think that we're going to leave it here. Thank you so much for turning up to this stream. I know that it was short notice. I didn't have enough time to announce it. The game just launched, so I just opened up my camera and my microphone, and yeah, I didn't have enough time to set up the stream correctly. But yeah, hopefully I'm going to see you also in the future. I'm going to try to keep you posted. Now the work can begin for me to try to make some FPL content now that we have the prices. So yeah, hopefully you're going to enjoy that too. And yeah, I wish you all the best. Thank you again for joining the stream. Really appreciated. It means a lot. Leave a like on your way out. What's some good options from the new teams that came into the Premier League? Now I need to make some research. First, I think that Enzo Lefe is a nice option, but I'm not sure how many options we're going to have from the newly promoted sides. Now, with the new system, with defensive contributions, maybe some central backs from the new promoted sides could be some options, but I need to see. I didn't saw all the prices for them. Obviously, they are new promoted sides, so their defense is not amazingly at the moment, but that's the only option I think. And also Adingra, obviously I think that maybe Adingra is the best option from all the promoted sides. I think that he could be a really nice option at that price, but other than that I need to do some research and I'm going to let you know. But thank you so much guys for joining the stream. Leave a like on your way out, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'm going to see you soon. Bye.